Hello and welcome to another edition of the Fatu Network News Review program. We apologize for coming in very late today. It is because we were at Faraba since 12 o'clock this afternoon, and we could not leave early because we wanted to make sure that we get as much information as possible, and we got that. Hopefully after this program we will work on editing that program so we can show it to you. You would see everything that happened in the village from the area that Sani's mined all the way to the houses, the homes that were burned down. And also we spoke to family members of Ismaila and also of Kujabi. So all of that we would bring for you later on. I am Fatu Kamara. And thank you once again for joining us. I will just start with a quick rundown of the news, and then later on, Omar Wali and I will go into the discussions. The Standard newspaper, Faraba killings undermined the TRRC, and as the executive director of the TRRC, in an open letter that he addressed to President Barrow, also condemning everything that happened in Faraba. The Standard newspaper has that story. GAF cannot have junglers again. When we had an interview with the GAF PRO, he did say again that if anybody knows about any jungler that is serving in any department, please do not hesitate to let them know, because then they would do something about it. 5 police officers arrested. That's the word that the Office of the Inspector General of Police sent to the press yesterday, that 5 are arrested, and this includes Musa Fati, who is a VIP protection officer with the PIU. He is also amongst those arrested, and right now they're being investigated. And also some civilians are also arrested, according to a press statement from the Office of the Inspector General of Police. And Sidia Jatta angry over Faraba shootings. We have seen videos of Sidia Jatta going circulating on social media where he was speaking about the incident. Very emotional one indeed. I know a lot of people say to us that it would be good if we can interview him. We had interviews lined up actually for today, but the reason why we couldn't bring it for you is because of the Faraba trip. We were there for a little bit longer. That's why we couldn't bring you those interviews, but we will work on that. Dabo booed at Faraba. That's also on the Point newspaper. We talked about that yesterday. But when we went to Faraba today and we spoke to them, they're like, Dabo, if he comes back, we would definitely welcome him and we would like to have him back. They did say that to us today. And I'm sure those of you who were following us on social media via Facebook Live, I'm sure you have seen that from the women that we were speaking to. They said that they would like to welcome Dabo when he goes back to Faraba anytime. And 5 PIU officers arrested again. That's the story, as on the Standard newspaper, is based on a press statement that was sent to us by the Inspector General of Police. It was sent to every media house. President Barrow condemns Faraba killings as he visits victims at the hospital. The president was at the hospital yesterday, and we did post that on our Facebook page as well. And the opposition leader, Mama Kande, was also there today to pay a visit to the victims. The Vice President said government establishes commission to investigate Faraba incident. The Vice President was speaking outside the National Assembly after closed-door meetings that she had with members of the Assembly and the Speaker of the National Assembly. That interview is also out, and I think the Fatu Network shared one this morning. So government to look into the Faraba incident is what the Foria newspaper is also saying. And of course, 5 senior officers, 6 civilians arrested, and they have a photo of Musa Fati as one of those who were arrested. And the condition of the wounded Faraba youth, that's also there on the Point newspaper. And the Voice newspaper is also talking about the Faraba killings, and they all have it in red, saying that the police suspended 5 officers, and lawmakers calls for uphold of the land provision. That's also on the paper. So Omar Wale, I guess the news, it's all about Faraba. They've dominated the headline, and we've been there today. We had the opportunity to talk to them, and you know, the economic soldiers, of course, play a very important role, and that's them in collaboration with members of the Gambia Armed Forces. Today, the 2 that were there, the 2 senior men that were there, were Lieutenant Colonel Samba Balde. He's the commander of the area, around that area. I think, I don't want to go into the military time. Was it B1 or B something? But he was there with Lieutenant Colonel I.M. Ismaila. Ismaila is the commander of the Nigerian contingent. The 2 of them were there. Maybe you can add something to that before we play the video.
Yeah, he's the contingent commander of the Nigerian military in the country. And like you said, he played a very important role today. Cannot diffuse the tension in collaboration with the Gambia Armed Forces. Because you can see the interaction between the, I wish our security, not downplaying, but the relationship or the way and the manner he portrayed himself, I wish our security have that relationship with the people. Yeah. You know, there has been a lot of tension between the, so there's no that much collaboration between the security and the civilian population. But looking at the Nigerian contingent commander, how he was interacting with people, you look at the language barrier and so on, but he managed to persuade and convince them that the situation they should look into the issue and the government will investigate, and even voluntarily gave out his telephone number, telling them that they should call him whenever they have an issue. And he also assured them that what happened will not happen again. So I think the interview will come in a short while.
Yeah, I think what happened there today was a very good demonstration of the civil-military relations that we've always been talking about, and also a very, very professional military officers that we saw today. That is in Lieutenant Colonel Samba Balde, and also I am Lieutenant Colonel Ismaila. I was standing there looking at them, and I was very impressed, looking at the military talking to the people, saying, we feel your pain. We know everything that you're going through, but here it is. Whatever whosever property that you damage here, know that you're doing it to your brother, you're also doing it to your uncle. And when Lieutenant Colonel I am Ismaila said to his guards, can you get them water? Yeah, that part, oh my God, that part was very emotional. Like most of the time we don't see that from, you know, between the security and the civilians. And today this was what happened. If the video is ready, we'll play it for you right now so you can see what actually happened there. But the full interview will come later.
TAF Africa Global is pleased to launch Dalaba Housing Estate. Dalaba Housing Estate is our newest estate located on the Sukuta Jabang Road. You can buy a finished 2 or 3 bedroom house or service plots accompanied with a free fence and gate. At Dalaba Housing Estate, you get to enjoy bituminized roads, gated and fenced properties, solar street lights, water reticulation, public amenities, 1,500 fruit trees aligned in streets, and many more. Make a 40% down payment today and spread the balance conveniently for 10 years with GTBank, EcoBank, and Trust Bank. Terms and conditions apply. Wait, this is the best part. We are giving a discount on outright payments. For more information and exceptional service, please call our office line on +220 4410 233. Better still, call us on mobile or via WhatsApp on +220 376 2333 or +220 776 2333. You can also visit our website on www.tafafricahomes.com. TAF Africa Global. Our experience is global. Our focus is Africa.
Funding keolu nimbare musolu e ka mol min command youth.
Please continue to tolerate our leaders and our elders. Nobody is above mistake.
Eko nga continue ka taranna leaders ol kodo ka jeko momentara loi e santola.
If you destroy what you have on a ground now, what will you take over from your elders tomorrow?
Ako ninga fengol tinya mi alon kon tolnyanta wolle sotla na alfal bul ni mantara jang.
Please always be on the side of the law so that we will avoid Hadaino tomorrow.
Ngatera loi e buruba karola nkana tera loi tinya mol kono.
On this note, I want to stop here and take 1 or 2 questions, if any.
Ako abe danna janne abe mol se nyininkaro ke maybe nyininkaro fula killing for fula ni me nyininkaro so to ka nyininkaro.
You can ask me any question, please.
Ako alsa nyininkano fengo fennala.
Question, please.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. About security level
he said since there will be security in the village, he's asking about people's movement.
You are free to move about your normal duty without any fear. I repeat, you are free to move about your normal duty without any fear. That is why my number has been given to you. At any point in time where you feel threatened or you observe anything that is going wrong, please call. and immediately you call, you will see us here in no time. That I promise you, and I guarantee you. The reason why I'm here is to ensure that you live in peace and you have optimum security.
Akamin potenting wolom ko akot tanate mola jang. Momo esa pinti no ete la haju la wati wo wati diate. Tilo ni suto bar ni ya kuje mi ya lon ka me nyabo. Nyulu kalanda nomba min tu jang nyulu kalam.
16 ans, ça a été quand même une longue attente.
Oui, et au moment de remettre le drapeau, vous leur avez dit quelque chose d'essentiel. Nous avons un passé, à vous de faire le présent.
Le football, c'est l'unité.
Absolument, tu as raison, Ferdinand. L'unité, c'est le pays, le Sénégal. Sénégal, Sénégal. Voilà pourquoi je souhaite que tout le monde soit uni dans ce soutien à l'équipe nationale.
Your 3G SIM card today for the Real Africell 4G SIM and receive 1 GB of internet data for free.
Really?
Yes, get 1 GB for free just by replacing your SIM card at any Africell outlet with no loss of contact. The cost of bundle from the 3G SIM card is the same for the 4G SIM. And guess what? With the 4G SIM card, you can also connect to the 3G network as well.
This is so cool.
Okay, welcome to the program. As you can see, we got two new, ads in there. We're sorry that took a little bit of time, but we're trying to cut down the ads so they would not be too long. Yes, that was Lieutenant Colonel I.M. Ismaila talking to the residents of Faraba, and he did say, we want you to move freely, because somebody asked and say, if the ECOMIC is here, does that mean that our movement will be restricted? And he said, no, there's no way that we want to do that. We want you to move around. And the other good part of Marwale about this whole situation was when he said, here's my cell phone number. Take my cell phone number. If there's any problem, if you see anything that you don't understand, if you see anything that, you just don't get, call me on this number any time of the night and I'll be there to talk to you. That actually was a very, 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 very good PR today. And, I keep talking about the part that they were giving water. I was sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, why didn't we do this, a few days ago?
And it's because of that action, even Lieutenant Colonel Samba Balde also volunteered and gave out his number.
Exactly, both of them did.
Yeah.
That was good.
Sure.
Yes, and I did tell Lieutenant Colonel Samba Balde too. I congratulated him and say this is pure civil-military relations. You've shown that. You remember when they were speaking and I took the mic out and I said, journalists and security, we don't get along. And they said, no, don't say that, not today. Come close, come over and take anything that you want in terms of the recordings. I think definitely was a very, very emotional meeting that they had with the villagers. And the good thing was, the moment that was finished, we spoke to the villagers and they were like, we are done with everything now, it's over. We're just waiting on the government to do their investigations and come to a conclusion, because what definitely happened to us too is something that is definitely very hard to bear. But they did say something when we were leaving, and I would not say the village said this, there was only one person who said it to us. The person rushed to the car and say, since you are the journalist, I want you guys to do something for us. Can you tell the people out there that we don't want no para in Faraba?
Right.
They did say that. It was only one person actually, right? Was it one or two people?
Yeah, one. But I think their worry was if they bring those people there again, they might impose at night-time coffee or so.
Yeah.
And you know what happened, so they don't want a repeat of that. That's why they're saying they don't want... They were comfortable with
he said no para, and with the part that he said no politician. But they did say that when Barrow goes over there, for instance, like tomorrow, they would welcome him.
They would welcome Barrow, and they would welcome, because you remember Davo was booed yesterday. But someone said it was a mistake, and if he goes there tomorrow, they will welcome him with an open hand. Yeah. So I think what happened, even according to some people, Maya also had similar problem.
Yes, I just spoke to Mai about that, and Mai said definitely he was in Bood. He said he went there, and that's also home of his in-laws. And he said he had a very good reception over there. That's at Kujabi Kunda. That's where we went today. But right now, I think we can take a listen at the interview that you had with the mother of Ismaila Ba.
Right.
Yes. So if that video is ready, we will bring you that interview. But we have interviews with family members of all three.
South Africa Global is pleased to launch Dalaba Housing Estate. Dalaba Housing Estate is our newest estate located on the Sukuta Jabang Road. You can buy a finished 2 or 3 bedroom house or service plots accompanied with a free fence and gate. At Dalaba Housing Estate, you get to enjoy bituminized roads, gated and fenced properties, solar street lights, water reticulation, public amenities, 1,500 fruit trees aligned in streets and many more. Make a 40% down payment today and spread the balance conveniently for 10 years with GTBank, EcoBank and Trustbank. Terms and conditions apply. Wait, this is the best part. We are giving a discount on outright payments. For more information and exceptional service, please call our office line on +220 4410 Better still, call us on mobile or via WhatsApp on +220 376 2333 or +220 776 2333. You can also visit our website on www.tafafricahomes.com. TAF Africa Global. Our experience is global. Our focus is Africa.
Dato mo habisa si selete. Mbejane nyimuso menjete nde malemo. Adinkewo wala fata nyinkeloto. Adinkewo nyinto sumela ba. Ato mo walete. Ala taala man satale min jeedoya nyinkeloto. Bedamenten anyanta diyama la barni ku yabe warlinga bala bake na diyama tata kumo fono la me yalon ka sikeno ke sote. Bedamen be sunurum bake nyin ko kono. Bayri nyim molati fondin ke me rangolen. Asiya be sanjitan anin sai anyanta bulala kononton jangola kono sanjitan nin kononto man satalla min jeedoya. Bedamen be sunurum bake bayri dindin na munyinti nga tembu fasi takarambunto dungo mangadung akaranta jita abidame ngala jiye dasata nga dapanso men ka kunna bedame fafu tatanyin temboto o karambunto ta kome fen da pansi ta kunta bedame be katanyi serote o ko suno na bala fawar tambulo abidame mfana fondin kewlemo amam futu abe mewulu la sama nonko mo nyinti e turole fantoli e me yalonko muka ko dandula amira no sunoni amiro be warale mbulo amam foto anyanta wulula ale soro kala men na yedo tembu fasi tan fa bundama ala nata na min jedo ya tan manke nyinti ko man satalla la sato lemo barbutu ala keres kresun hada madingolla o sunona ni ku ya warta mbulu bake be yitande la man sakundala be damen kula mude aketa man fennoje bar be damen de asabauta fen nan na yan fo man futaje kati yen tora ye ko mata dinna yin dindin men fanye family kono dindin na me yalon ka so be ya tabake aman ko muta barabe lo na wululale ba dingul mu me be yen dim fandin kende balam o sunona ni kuya abe waralem bulu bake bayrin turle munyin tata bitame wulu la sama man fempel lonje bedame niebe kuyaren bake man fengu ferendil nole wari sembole jaya kan awulta janne somanda abama botanan tata marse utana tata raja abana ta doronga tata konton ko ba kona kayenna itata marse walto nata kai ha akai yo kai almanda sama kai hani abaka imbatu ngata da samu topoto niyeji kan dolo tata kai mbatu ngabore kata da samu sanna mburo sanna bitu koto afindi taba fetenne anin dinkeri ngol benta komen sato ay so chochole mai ngen sole bala de amang handi pare nyin kamala kata bara chocho mai komen kata jube muna bekeri atela tana la futo ngamira tebe tambela doro bate tay mukan atela lo doron namu anin men be lori manta fenje foya jikidi ke soyata nyimbe janyim mambo fem kalama akom wolni woro yedi ngobu barate ya mutanyin to ko bero ya bu walla bar ko kido amalum dindingo nyin ko to muso nata anin moli benta ya tembu woto ma be damen abe ni bolla woni mboro nata kaka e ko dingo fata e fendi tatenne dindingo nyin gen sa kun kilngo anu wala manala soto beretabulu murtabulu fantabulu ato kayo nung kumunying katantole sa pingkamala ti dai katanya tere mabate walantin nanniya kuyata ko kono famandan dula sotono.
Okay, ite bela fela man sekunda ya mune kinin kuoto.
Nte mbeda membela fela.
Je suis très heureux de vous voir à l'occasion de la qualification de l'équipe nationale à la Coupe du Monde.
Oui.
Et 16 ans, ça a été quand même une longue attente.
Oui. Et au moment de remettre le drapeau, vous leur avez dit quelque chose d'essentiel. Nous avons un passé. À vous de faire le présent.
Le football, c'est l'unité.
Absolument, tu as raison, Ferdinand. L'unité, c'est le pays, le Sénégal. Sénégal, Sénégal. Voilà pourquoi je souhaite que tout le monde soit uni dans ce soutien à l'équipe nationale.
Replace your 3G SIM card today for the real Africell 4G SIM and receive 1 GB of internet data for free.
Really?
Yes, get 1 GB for free just by replacing your SIM card at any Africell outlet with no loss of contact. The cost of bundle from the 3G SIM card is the same for the 4G SIM. And guess what? With the 4G SIM card, you can also connect to the 3G network as well.
This is so cool.
Well, very, very, very sad. Like I said, it was a very emotional day for us. That was the grandmother of Ismaila Ba. Ismaila was only 18 years old. The woman sitting next to the grandmother, that's Ismaila's mother, she could not speak. She told us that, since this happened, she couldn't talk. She's just there. We all know the relationship of mothers with their boys. And let's all continue to pray for them so that their souls can rest in perfect peace. And we also visited the family of Bakari Kujabi, but we'll bring you all of that later. After this program, we'll have to edit them, put them together so we can bring them to you. Bakari, I think, is the one who was getting married next week, right?
Yes, that's what they said.
Yeah.
We'll be getting married next week.
Yeah, Bakari's friend, Bakari's best friend, Saini, was with us the whole day today. And Saini said Bakari has arrangements to get married next week, but unfortunately, it's not going to be anymore. But like I said, let's all continue to pray for them. And on the side of the para, I know I was talking to someone today, and they did say that the members of the security forces, especially the para, are not very happy that also among them, they have people who are wounded, people who are seriously wounded, but nobody is talking about them and nobody is paying attention to them. The person did say that the president of the Gambia, His Excellency Adama Barrow, went to the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital and he saw the victims of Faraba, but did not stop by to see the paramilitary. They said this they do not accept because they think as the commander-in-chief, he should have stopped there and see them. They've also said that the Inspector General of Police, the IGP, did not also go to see them or any member security head of the security. I think this is also something that's not going down very well with them. I think they also were making some noise. I don't know if this is up there or not, but they're saying that what it looks like is that the senior members of the security are trying to sacrifice them.
Yes, staying with that IGP, because we received a report that the IGP wanted to resign. But some people are telling him not to resign. Are you privy to the information?
Yes, I heard about that. That was also brought to my attention yesterday, that the IGP at some point was saying, is it worth all of this? I think what I need to do is just to resign and let this thing go. But I heard that a senior member of the government is saying to him, don't ever resign. And whatever they're writing on Facebook, just treat that as trash. Don't look at it. Don't look at all their editorials. Don't look at anything. This happens in countries that are different from Gambia. Just go ahead and do what you have to do. I think that is very, very insensitive. We are trying to get to the bottom of that. And once we know the person that they're alleging is the one who said this, we definitely...
Who is that person?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right now, we don't have the confirmation as of now. We're hearing that somebody is the one who said that, but I am also trying to find out, because we don't want to throw names out there, especially if we are not sure. Right. Like what happened today when we went to Faraba, we interviewed this man who actually showed us an ID card of a paramilitary and said that is the guy who shot one of them.
Accidentally, during the push and pull, the paramilitary left his ID card there.
Yes.
And one of the Seni pick up that ID card and still with him.
Yes.
He said he would not surrender it to the police or the Minister of Interior because he wanted to use it as an evidence against that paramilitary.
Yes, Sally actually wanted us to show that, but because of the ethics of our job, I mean, this is a very serious issue, and the issue is being investigated. Imagine if we bring that name out and say, this is the person that they said killed, I think it was Ismaila. Yeah, I think it was Ismaila. He said that was the person that killed Ismaila. We have the name of the person, and we took a picture of the ID, but we cannot show it because investigations are going on, and also the ethics of the job would not let us, you know, come up with such an allegation, especially at this very sensitive time. Most of the time we will post stuff and people will go, oh, you journalists, you are the hypocrite. If only they know that we put into consideration security of this country is very important to us. We want to make sure that the country is stable. In as much as we want to report the news, we are also very, very careful as to what to put out there, especially in a situation like this. So that is called responsible journalism. I know, you know, a lot of people will say, just bring it out, don't worry, bring it out. But yes, we have this ID card of one of the paramilitaries who they said was the one who killed Ismaila. He actually dropped his ID. I don't think he knows about it, but it's still there with one of the guys. And this person that they said is telling IG, don't worry about these people talking online, don't even read their editorials, don't read anything. We are given a name, but we're trying to talk to a few people, and if we get that, we will come out with it.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, if we have the information, why not? Yes, we just want to make sure that, you know, we're sure about this before we put somebody's name out there in such a sensitive issue. You know how people are online. I know the moment that comes out, they'll be jumping all over that person. So we want to make sure that we get that.
We are finding it very difficult to get to certain people.
Yeah.
If you tried to call the IGP, we couldn't reach him, and even Julake the whole day.
Julake, I've been calling Julake the whole day today. Julake's phone has been ringing and he's not picking up. I've tried IGP too. We cannot reach IGP. The police PRO too is not saying anything. I think what we're getting now is us going out there and getting information. And most of the time you do that, they're like, this journalist. Right. So we always say, if you don't want speculations, if you don't want us to write stuff and you say, oh, they're making this up, open up to us. We're your family members, you know. If we ask you questions, if you can't answer, tell us you're investigating, but running away from us is not a good sign. The Interior Minister, I know